Alright, how's it going? King of the Zeds here, and in this video I'm going to just run a little experiment to see if I can turn part of this Farm POI into a minimal effort and minimal resources required horde base for the very early game, so day 7, perhaps day 14 with a few further upgrades. But what I'm going to be looking at specifically is these 4 cabins at the back of the POI and turning them into something that is going to A, protect us and help us get through the Horde night, but also B, help us get all the XP from being able to kill the zombies rather than just hide from them. So the general idea that I've thought that I want to test here is that we're going to basically turn each one of these little cabins into a little battle station, into a little fortification where we can essentially stand at the doorway and have a hatch placed in the doorway, and hopefully the zombies are going to path to us and we're going to fight them at the hatch. Now, part of the reason why I've picked this is because it's reasonably, it's 1,000 hit points on each of these wall blocks, so that's not as bad as wood. It's sort of halfway between wood and cobblestone. These blocks aren't gonna withstand an entire night of the Horde bashing on them, but that's why we're going to rely on these 3 fullbacks. So let me show you what I'm going to do in this first one, and then we'll essentially replicate it in the other 3. So first things first, I'm just going to destroy anything metal in here, so the doors and these beds, so that I can get the metal for destroying those, and then we can use that for the hatches. So with that done, let's craft a hatch. So I already had about 300 and something iron because the save game that I'm showing you this on is my actual save game from my Project Wasteland walkthrough. So, trying to make this as realistic a scenario as possible. So just tracking back to day 7 and actually running this as if this was my chosen horde base for that series. If you want to see that series, by the way, check the link in the description. Next, we're going to upgrade these. So it's going to take 40 iron for each stage of upgrading. And essentially, this is the base. So it doesn't look like much, it isn't much, and it probably will fall because, like I said, there's only 1,000 hit points on these outer walls. But the idea here is we're going to smack a hole in the roof and give ourselves an escape. So let's do that now. So I'll just pop that there, upgrade it to wood so I don't accidentally pick it up, and then we can jump to that and get out. Now, because I've got parkour, I'm not sure if you can make this jump if you don't have at least level 2 parkour, but I do on this character, so I can make that jump quite comfortably. So let's continue this, and we'll just replicate this for the other 3 little bases. You don't need to see that, I'll just do that off camera. Okay, and there we have it. We've got our 4 almost identical little mini horde bases. Now, something I noticed as I was putting together this 3rd one is that there's a fucking great hole in the back of this one, because some of these are only have 50 HP for some reason. So that's a different type of block compared to these ones here that have 1,000. So I think that's because there was a zombie in here that kind of supposed to break out and surprise us through this wall. So we are going to have to just replace these walls here. 9, 10, and then we are gonna have to upgrade this to cobblestone, at least on these bottom 2 levels. Let's leave the top as wood. Okay, so that's 70 cobblestone we just used, and however much wood that worked out to be, I don't know, but not much. So I'm thinking, just in case the pathing doesn't quite work as we want it to, because I have I have used bases like this that are slightly raised off the ground, and the zombies decide to sort of dig under if they see that as an easier route to get to us. So yeah, I might just slightly configure each one of these differently so that we can run the first one as is, this absolute minimal effort little base here. This second one, maybe we just upgrade the floor to cobblestone, because I think them seeing the wood as a weak point might be the downfall of that first base design. So let's just eliminate that as a variable in this version. Alright, so what was that? 28 blocks, so 280 cobblestone. We won't do the bathroom, we'll just shut the door there. I don't think they'll see that as the best way to get to us. Okay, so at the very least, this one should prevent any digging underneath us and getting to us that way. This third one here, maybe we actually put some blocks around the outside here. And yeah, we can just do this. Let's try it just on this front bit here for now and see if that makes any difference. Let's leave it as wood. I don't think they're going to bash through the steps if they can stand on them to bash on the walls or path to the hatch. But, you know, this is a test, so I guess we'll find out what happens. And then I suppose just for the sake of another test, let's make this fourth one as strong as possible. Possibly don't really need it. Okay, yeah, this one's 1,000 hit points around the back end as well, so that's okay. Yeah, we might not need to upgrade it this far, but I'll test this stuff out so you don't have to. So let's do this, same as before. Let's upgrade it to wood. Then I want to test. So we've got 1,000 hit points on this metal. Cobblestone is 1,500. I'll just upgrade this green layer because if for some reason they don't path around, then this... Oh, hang on, which level are they actually going to be attacking? Are they going to be attacking this bottom level or the top one? I don't know. I suppose that'll be a good test. Alright, so let's... Okay. I'm just going to reinforce this to cobblestone around this bottom edge. And hopefully that'll be just about all we need to do. I think if they at least get up onto these steps, then they're going to path to the hatch. So we don't need to worry about like this block here, for example. We might need to worry about this one. Let's let's fill that in. Yeah, okay, so there we go. So this is our most fortified version of this base. So with that said, let's skip forward and get the Horde going. Let's see. Okay, they're getting stuck on that outside fence first, but yeah, it does look like they're actually trying to come in through here. They're not pathing around. So that's not great. I suppose we can just fire them through this window. It's interesting. Alright. And yeah, so it looks like they're definitely hitting that bottom panel. I guess we can let them break through. As long as they break through only one square, then we've got the equivalent fighting hole as what we've given ourselves here with the hatch. So let's dispatch him. I think as long as it's this just one square, we should be alright. Now with that said, I am curious. Let's actually jump across to the next one and see. So I don't think this is actually going to change anything because we've upgraded the floor here. I think they're still going to go for these outside panels if they happen to come from that direction. We do have some action at the hatch now, at least. Yeah, they do appear to be pathing quite nicely here now. They are still trying to come this way. So before I kill these all, which I think we could probably hold this second little base down until the end of the Horde, if we're honest. I might just jump across anyway. I'm going... Oi! Watch out for the collapsing ceiling there. I might just jump across to this one here where we've reinforced that particular section of wall that they all appear to like smacking. Maybe this is the one change that we need to make for them to actually path to us. So they mostly are pathing, apart from there's one guy stuck around the back here. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure why he's doing that. Let's get up on the roof, see if we can dispatch this guy. Oh no! Look at that! For some reason, something's triggered him, and he's coming around this way now. Right, looks like we're fighting on two fronts here. Well, I can hear a little bit of bashing, but I think that might just be some zombies getting stuck on other pieces of the environment. Well, I think that's pretty much the horde over. So it was a good little test, if nothing else. I mean, it wasn't flawless. Not every test is going to go perfectly first time. Now, there is one particular POI conversion that worked absolutely flawlessly and 100% as predicted when I ran it through the 7-day horde. If you want to see that, then just click the video that should be on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.